Hello everyone watching and welcome. On today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to encapsulate glitter with the Gel X method. Alright, so I have done this video once before, I believe, so I'm going to be doing it again today because I want to do a new fun little nail design with some encapsulated glitter. So this method is super good if you want to put like raw glitter into your nails, or even like a glitter gel that has more thick and pointy glitter in it. It's a lot better to encapsulate it inside of the nail rather than having to later on build, or not better, a lot easier, I guess, to have that layer kind of built in rather than having to build it yourself with polygel or some acrylic or anything like that. Okay, so the first step of this is picking out your nail tips. I'm going to go ahead and pick out these soft gel tips. These are from Temu, and I'm just gonna pick out a size that is one size bigger than what I normally go for, just because we are gonna be putting things on the underside of the nail. So this does fit me actually pretty well, but it is a little big, I guess. Actually, yeah, it's a little big. So that's honestly the biggest size I have in here, so that's what's gonna have to work for this. We might have to go a little bit lighter on the glitter for this one, but yeah, I'm just gonna pick the nail tips that are slightly bigger than what I usually need. All right, next, to make this whole process a lot easier, we're going to be needing some nail tips. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that all of the tips are sized properly to my nail. This looks good around my cuticle, but a couple of these did not. Like this one, this needs to be, actually, is this good? Okay, am going to file just this a little bit around the cuticle to be a little bit more round as well. I know the ring finger, I believe, needed that as well. Yeah, definitely the ring finger. So I'm going to go ahead and just file around the cuticles and make the point a little bit sharper for these nails, just so I know that they will look the best once they go on. All right, so now that that part is done, I forgot to tell you guys, while filing, you also want to go ahead and file down around the cuticle because you want these nails to be as thin as possible around the cuticle because we are going to be piling things inside the nail. So to make it look a little bit more natural when the nail goes on, that is an important part. So now I am going to go ahead and buff out those scratches that we have there because we are already putting a top coat on top of these nails and I don't really want to see that. So we're just going to quickly buff out these nails. All right, so now we are finally going to go ahead and stick on these nails onto the little stands. So for these, you're going to want to stick them down upside down because we are going to be doing, again, we're going to be encapsulating inside of the nail. So I'm going to stick all these down using some blue tack. This is optional. You can kind of like hold the nail while you do it, but this just makes it a lot easier and a lot safer when you are using your gel to stick in the glitter inside of the nail, if you do choose to use gel to do that. Now is the fun part. I'm gonna go ahead and pick out my glitter. All right, so I picked out a bunch of glitter that I think we are potentially going to use all of today. Not like every single one, but every single, something from each container. So I'm really, really excited. I have some glitter gel right here that could be a little bit more pokey. And I have a bunch of loose glitter here and some sequins here. Really, really excited to get this started. So I just want to have fun with these nails. It's been a while since I've done some raw glitter nails. So this is going to be a lot of fun. To stick everything in, I'm going to be using some Extend gel. You guys can also use some thick base coat. I would use something that's a little bit more thick when it comes to consistency, just to make sure everything is really stuck in. If you use something thinner, everything will it will come out of its place a lot easier. Like if you put things on the side of the nail, like in the beginning, and you keep working through the nail, those things that are on the side will eventually start to slide down and you will have a bare side with a lot more cluttered area more in the middle. I kind of want to make some cute wintry blue and silvery nails. This glitter I have here is silver, so I think that'll be fun. Should we start with this? No. Okay. I'm going to show you guys it, but I don't think we're going to start with it. It's a super pretty sequence glitter gel. I made a whole video on that kit, so make sure you guys go ahead and try to check that out. Okay, I'm going to start off with some of this pretty white glitter right here. Let's see. I'm just going to kind of dab it around. Ooh, okay, maybe I should be a little bit more precise with where I put it, but you know, I'm just gonna have some fun, at least with this first nail. It is the thumb. I usually trust the thumb to be a little bit more of a practice nail because you won't really see it all the time. You'll see mostly the forenails. So yeah. Okay, I think I want to also add some of this. I really want to use this one, but also, okay, I try to bring the camera a little bit closer. I kind of want to use this beautiful mix of blues, but also I really want to use this one. I think I'm going to use this one since I already did put some white. You can always go ahead and flip the nail upside down to make sure that you're liking how it's looking from the front view. I want like one more big glitter here if I can get it to get off of my brush. Girl. Okay, let me use this to be a little bit more precise. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and open up. Ooh, I do want these nails to be like kind of wintry, but like hearts are cute and wintry sometimes. I do want some silver in here, so I think I'll add a few little silver hearts around, and then I think I'll go into some fine glitter. I want these nails to be cohesive but also look a little bit different. I just want them to be blue and silver is the main thing I'm going for, and like wintry is the blue, silver is also kind of wintry, I think. Okay, so I am slightly hesitant in using these little snowflakes right here because they are so big, and so they won't lay the flattest down on the nail. And I could go ahead and like kind of flash cure it, hold it down and flash cure it and go through that whole process, but I don't really want to do that. I want this to be a super easy, fun, breezy nail set. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut up these snowflakes. I'm gonna cut up the bigger ones. I think you'll be able to see that a little bit better. I'm gonna cut up these bigger ones into like, honestly, I can use one for one nail. Just cut it up a bit, and I think those little parts will still be, you'll still be able to decipher that it is a snowflake. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut these just like that. And I think you'll be able to kind of tell. I think they're cute. All right, I'm gonna keep cutting. Tweezers are much easier to use for this process. Note to self. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead. As you can see, the gel is doing a good job of keeping everything up on the side walls. Very happy about that, so I don't have to do really any adjusting later. Okay, and I think it's gonna be like the last thing I put on these nails. I'm really actually loving these little small pieces. Okay, so I did cure the nail, but I forgot I wanted to add a layer of glitter, a fine glitter. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do a very light layer. We don't want to build up too much in the nail. Super light layer of that gel in there. And then we're gonna go ahead and add some of the super pretty silver fine glitter. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and have fun on the rest of the nails, and we'll see how this turns out. Alright, so now that all of these nails are done, I am going to go ahead and do the last nail with the more pointy gel glitter. So I'm going to be using this one. I'm going to be taking this out and putting a good layer on the nails. So this gel can definitely be a little bit more pointy if you put it on a certain way, if you dab it on a lot. But for these nails, I do definitely want them to be a little bit more see-through as all the other nails are. So for this, it just depends on which one is honestly easier, depends on the size of glitters that you use. But this, for this nail set, it seems a bit easier definitely. And it looks gorgeous. All right, now it's time for the grand test to see if these nails are going to be nice and fitted. I didn't go too heavy with the glitter near the cuticle, which is a very important step. Do not go too heavy with the glitter around the cuticle, or just like really make sure you're really flattening it there, because if you mess up with that, your nails will not be on very well. They will be definitely like floating. You will definitely see where the cuticle is. It will not look the best. So I'm gonna go ahead and take some of this extend gel, put it on the cuticles, put it on the cuticles, or where the nail bed is going to be, just like that. And now I'm going to go ahead, start from the cuticle. These nails are definitely going to be a bit harder to mold and shape and squeeze in because of the gel that is on the underside of the nail. But we are going to be wary of this and just make sure we do a good job of making sure everything can stay inside. Okay, let's go ahead. From the cuticle, push down, and put it on the nail. Oh my gosh, it literally worked beautifully. I'm so happy. Nails are pretty strong. I'm going to be a little bit careful though, because you do have a pop-off method on my natural nails. So now I'm going to go ahead and stick on the rest of these nails. All right, so here's how the nails are looking. Super pretty. You want to of course go ahead and make sure you fully cure these by putting them in the big lamp one time for at least 60 seconds. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put on a top coat to finish off these nails. I was going to add some charms to them, but I actually do want to keep them quite simple, even though they're not simple. But a lot of people for this method like to go ahead and just leave the backs raw, or you can go ahead and add like, I'd say like 2 layers of top coat on the back of these nails just to make sure everything is fully sealed in with the raw glitter. I am just going to go ahead and put on the top coat today because I am pretty much finished with these nails. I'm not going to be really wearing them out, but if you are, I do recommend you go ahead with at least 2 coats of top coat on the backs of these nails to go ahead and make sure everything is sealed in. All right, that was so satisfying. I'm gonna go ahead and put on some cuticle oil and some rings, and here are the finished nails. All right, so here are how the nails turned out. They are super pretty and so freaking clear. I forgot just how clear these nails can get with this method. I absolutely love them. They are so pretty, and this stiletto shape I did is extremely pointy too. I really went in on my shaping today because oh my gosh, I love the glitters. I love how he went for the wintry look for these nails. I really have no complaints about these nails. They were super fun to do. It's very therapeutic to just do something repetitive for me, like doing all these different glitter designs, and the nails that were somewhat similar was very nice while listening to music. And yeah, I just really love how these nails turned out. They're super pretty. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, tell a friend, subscribe if you're not already, comment. I love your guys' comments, and yeah, bye.